Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video. You'll see me using the HD products to create this beautiful peacock. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. So I'm just coming in with HD Pro Casper, the art gel. One coat onto the tip and then top coating with Matte It. Now you can see me coming in with the metallic art from HD Pro, and this is the gunmetal grey that I'm using. So I'm just like dotting it across then, and then using my gel brush with alcohol residue wipe to just disperse that across the nail. So it was a bit trial and error. It was the first time I'd done it. So yeah, I'm just dotting the alcohol liquid across just to disperse it, just to give a bit of a coverage and a background, really. Nothing more than that. Now these are air dry, the metallic art, but I did just put it in my lamp just to make sure that it had dried before I put my blues and greens on. So now all I'm doing is first of all dotting the green into, you know, like side by side random, like a peacock's feathers would be. So I'm using the green first, and I'm again just dispersing that with a little bit of the gel residue wipe off, and then I decide to go in and put the blue with it as well, so it kind of blended into it. So I put the green and then I put the blue with it before I dispersed it, and then I just get my brush and just dab it so it dispersed, not over the whole nail obviously, but just a tiny bit, just so that you get those rings of the peacock feather. So once I've done that for the first time, I'm then just going to go back over the ones I've done, just to give a bit more depth to the colour. Yeah, there might be some that you don't need to do, and then I just repeat the process until I'm happy with the look. So all I'm doing there is just repeating that process until I'm happy with the look of those rings. And then I go in with my copper. Now what happened here was, because it's air dry, my studio was quite warm, it was setting up before I dispersed it a tiny bit, so I just had to like just correct those top few really until I realised that it was the temperature. But basically I just create a tiny little arch over the top of the circle with my fine liner and then disperse it a tiny bit. But because you've done it so thin and there's not a lot of product there, it will just do it a tiny bit. You won't get it dispersing over the whole circle. So now I've got the gold colour, and I'm just with my fine liner again, just it's my precision art brush. I'm just going round the circle and doing a really rough circle around this, kind of edging them in the gold. And then I don't disperse this. I literally just do the circle around each of the eyes, the peacock eyes, and then that doesn't get dispersed, it just leaves as the circle does. And again, let it to air dry. Now what I'm doing is just creating the peacock's kind of neck at the bottom of the tip, the neck and the head. Just really rough, just using that tip as the neck really, nothing more than that. And then a little bulb at the top, which is going to be the peacock's head. Now I've just got my dotting tool, and using the gel arts, I'm just taking the black on the thin end of the dotting tool and putting a tiny little black dot in the centre of those eyes, and then that does set in the UV lamp for 60 seconds. You can see I'm just going back in here and doing a little bit more to the neck and the head. Now I'm going to get my oh no, this is my fine liner, and I'm going to use the black art gel. And all I'm going to do, because it's not massively detailed, I literally just create a beak, the outline of the beak, which is a real triangle, and then just a tiny bit of detail, like on the beak there's it comes in more black rather than just being a triangle. I fill in the sides a tiny little bit, and then again that sets up in the lamp. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the base and I'm going to create the main kind of stem of some of the feathers, And again, this is not really precise, it's just filling that background. But what I'm doing, I'm going from the behind the neck of the peacock, and I'm going up to the base of the eye, and then through the back of up the back of the eye, and just making sure there's a definite line that's coming up to the eye, because that's the bit that's you'll see. So once I've done the main stems going up the feathers to the eye, I then go really lightly with my fine liner, and then just create the the bulk of the feather, really light, really feathery, and again not massively precise, just coming up from those main black lines that I created. And then as you get to the eye on a peacock feather, it kind of comes out in a bulb shape around the eye, so that you'll just see that that's what I do. I'm going up the main stem, the black stem, and then kind of coming out around the eye a little bit. Now, all I'm doing now is using the blue and green again. When you've kind of come out onto the bulb around the eye with the fine liner, I'm just picking up blue and green and doing those lines, because the eye is blue and green. If you look at a picture of a peacock, you'll see that some of the feathers that come up and around it go blue and green around the bulb area. So like, they don't go up in a straight, they kind of circle around the bulb a bit, but they're still feathers. So it just gives it a bit more depth around those eyes. Now what I'm doing is just taking my glue, I can't think of the word then, and I'm just gonna, rather than trying to paint detail on the peacock, I'm just gonna finish it off by giving it a little bit of a crown with a few jewels. Not a lot, not a great detail. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I need to top coat it first. I went to do it and then realised I'd not top coated. So I've used Shine It by HD. I use a no white top coat. And because of the metallics in this, I wanted that to pull through. So I've used a shiny top coat rather than matte it, which I do on a lot of my designs. Because it really shows that metallic look. And then you'll see me just a little tiny dot of glue and choose a few little gems and just create a little crown for the peacock. And yeah, and that is the peacock. I hope you've enjoyed watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, I'll be trying to do more videos. Obviously we're in lockdown and I need my nail fix. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.